Good morning, afternoon, evening, welcome. So I typically stream on sometimes Wednesdays and Saturdays, but yesterday I wasn't able to. Had to have an important meeting on the golf course, if you know what I mean. So yeah, just streaming on Sunday today. Gonna see how it goes, maybe for an hour or two. Yeah, so welcome. Hopefully the stream's good. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start doing a CTF, and we'll go from there. All right, so I'm gonna stick with HackMyVM today. I did check out another site called HackingHub. I think they originally launched not too long ago. But I think for now, just because I have everything kind of set up, I'm going to stick with HackMyVM and then maybe kind of switch over maybe later this stream or next stream. So just try some stuff out on there. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I have a box already downloaded. I have 3 of them. I have Superhuman, Locker, and Talk. And I think I started downloading with Talk, so I'm going to start with that one today. And once this gets loaded, we'll go ahead and take a look at it and see what it's got. Kind of excited for today. A couple NFL championship games today. Not really rooting for anybody. My team's got knocked out already, but yeah, it should be interesting. All right, so we're up and running here. Let's see here. Create my folder here just to store some stuff. I usually just have like a couple files, counts and flags. Let's see here, create document. And then sometimes I take some notes. All right, let's go ahead and fire up terminal here. All right, so let's see what machine this is. I think this is either 27 or 28 on my network. It's not 27. Okay, not 28. 29. There we go, 29. All right, so let's just do an nmap, kind of standard procedure here. And I'm just gonna do all the ports because it's on my network. Not really worried about performance. So I'll just tee that to a file so I can look at it later if I need to. And then while that's running, okay, it looks like I got a couple results. So we got the standard SSH and port 80, which is our web server. So let's go ahead and add this to our host file, just so it's easier to look up. So I will go ahead and just type that in. And we'll call this, this was talk HMV. Save. And then we'll just go ahead and launch up Firefox and take a look at it. It's probably just a standard page from what I'm seeing so far. Oh, okay. So it looks like it's got ChatMe is the title. Okay, so let's see here. Got a developer. Let's see what else we got here. It says click me. Username, password, login. Okay, that's to create an account, looks like. Pretty standard. Account registration. Let's see if there's anything. Just looking behind the scenes a little bit. Just kind of taking a glance at it and see if there's anything that I see here. So it looks like they commented out something here. Forgot your password. So I'm thinking that, well, we can go ahead and try to create an account and then kind of see what it gives us, and then maybe try to see if we can find this page, if there even is a page. It doesn't really show me a link, so maybe I'll do like a scan or something and see. Maybe it's just forgot.php, so it gives us some options to kind of look at. And then, you can typically start with just like general, like admin credentials or default credentials. And I'll probably see if I'll search the web and see if there's, any repository for the software here. Kind of see if there's known vulnerabilities or if there's default credentials and stuff. So let's just take a look real quick and see. I've got to go through the standard thing here. Bicycles. Okay, come on. Okay, didn't like that. Cars. Come on. Doesn't like it because I'm using a VPN, so Google doesn't like that. So I don't know if he's gonna. Probably doesn't have anything on here. All right, so that didn't really work. So let me just go ahead and create an account and see what that does for us. So I'm just gonna say Cyberchecks. Password, I was gonna say password 1. Email address. I'm just gonna say test@test.com. Phone number, whatever. And then let's see if I did password 1, register. Okay, you've successfully created an account, log in with credentials. Okay, don't save. So let's try, let's see what it gives me. Don't save. Okay, so it looks like it brought me to a home page with a login with my user ID. It says, welcome to ChatMe. Where is Adrian? He got hacked. Okay, all of us. Okay, so the one thing I'm seeing here, it looks like there's a lot of different users, usernames. So what I typically do is I just start logging those, because those are probably potential accounts on this machine. So let's take a look. We got Adrian. We see Jerry here. Nona. So that's it for now, but let's take a look at that. Save that for later. Just do like a test message. Yeah, it looks like I can send something. The one thing I noticed though, when I hovered over my name here, on the bottom right hand corner, it said user ID equals 6. So sometimes you can access other IDs if the credentials aren't set up, or authentication and stuff is not set up correctly. So I'm just going to try to see if I can get to other people's accounts here with just changing this ID up on top. So let's go try 5. Okay, it didn't do anything. 4, nope. So this option's probably not going to work for us. Yep, so that didn't work. And what we also could try to do, since it's giving me a parameter, hey DD, can you do a full Linux and ethical hacking course for us? I don't know if you're serious or not, but that would be quite a big undertaking. There's actually a lot of stuff already out there on like YouTube and everything. So yeah, since I don't really see anything here, this is not an option to take a look at. Let's see. Obviously, you can edit details. Let's try to edit my details once. So there's an edit details page. So maybe I can get in now. Let's try to change this to something else once. Yeah, it still didn't let me change it. So that's locked down. Don't have to worry about that. Not much to find here. I know most of the commands, but I don't know how to use tools in Linux. Yeah, I guess it depends. Like, if there's a certain like process or whatever, I can kind of talk through them and kind of show you the tools and stuff. I mean, all the tools, you pretty much have to look at the help menu and kind of see what all the parameters are and stuff. So yeah, it just really depends. And like, obviously Google's your kind of your best friend to start looking through. But obviously when there's a whole like life cycle type process you have to take, you know, when you start doing enumerations and getting into where you're finding your attack vectors and stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of just focus in this stream more like just doing like kind of walkthroughs of some of these CTFs and kind of using some of these tools that you're talking about. All right, so I'm not able to change the user ID here, so that's not going to work for me. There's also a submit query, so let's me update. Just kind of looking here. I don't think it's going to tell me much in here. But yeah, you're welcome to stick around and learn some things with me. Honestly, sometimes if I get stuck, I'll just go to the walkthroughs, and the walkthroughs are pretty helpful. Just kind of like get you to move forward, and you're not wasting a lot of time. So like, actually, I'll probably just pull this one up for now. So let me log in real quick. And this one is called Talk, I believe. And then yeah, there's like write-ups and YouTube videos and stuff you can look at too if you get stuck. But I'm gonna do some scanning here first before I look at the walkthrough. So I'm gonna go back here. So it looks like I can create an account and everything. And there was some account names that I saw when I logged in: Adrian, Jerry, and Nona. So I could try to do like some brute force attacks here against the login page. I think what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to scan for some see if there's any hidden files or directories or anything. It might give me a little more information. Sometimes there's a robots file. There's nothing here though. Okay, so let's just take this and run a scan real quick. And there's multiple tools you can use, but I usually just use Dirbuster because it brings up a user interface here. And I'm going to select the standard word list here. Share user word lists. Actually, it was seclist. Discovery, web content, and we're going to just do the medium size list. There's some medium directories, or medium directories, lowercase. Medium directories is fine. Okay, and then sometimes I just do like a text file, log file, or HTML. It's kind of like the standard files that I use. Just depends on what kind of file you're looking for, or directory. All right, so let me just run this in the background here and kind of see what I can find. Okay, so it's already finding some stuff. Don't have access to it, but there's a DB folder, it looks like. Okay, we already saw like the profile pages. So let me see. I might try to scan the DB directory here. I don't think I can get into it. It's restricted, but yeah, forbidden. But I know there's something in here, so it's probably what this software is using. So let's just keep this running for a minute or two, see if it sees anything else. There's some JavaScript, there's JavaScript, so let's take a look at JavaScript. Sometimes there's stuff in there that'll help us. Nope, that's forbidden too, can't get in there. Yeah, so I don't know. Let's log back in here. Cyberchecks. Password 1. All right, so let's see if I can get in now. Nope, still forbidden. I want to try to run, I think, like a SQL injection type test against this right up here. Whenever you see like the equals, after the question mark, from right here, you can check and see if it's successful to some SQL injection type process. So let me try that once. This isn't giving me anything. Oh, I actually did. All right, well, I'm gonna let it keep running. So there looks like there's a connection.php page too. So let's look at that. Okay, that didn't give me anything. Yeah, so that's didn't help. All right, so it looks like we've got some errors, so we're just gonna stop running that. Let's try SQL injection once. And let's just try a basic scan once and see if I can get this to work. Okay, so I might have to be logged in order to do this. Got to redirect. So let me, I think I have to redo this, hang on. This is kind of what I talk about. You have to kind of look at the help options or parameters. So yeah, I might have to provide probably the cookie of my login data here. So let me try that once. So I'm logged in here. Page source or inspect. And what is a cookie? Okay, so we got that. That was PHP session ID. I think that was right. Dash cookie equals. Okay, and then PHP session ID. PHP sesh ID. Okay, so I think this will work. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I guess. Okay, it didn't give me anything. No. Okay, well, can't do that. Let me just check the walkthrough real quick and see if I'm going down the right path or not. All right, to go English. Come on. Okay, I need you to convert this to English for me. Okay, so I did the scan already. We already know about all this. Okay, so it looks like they did do an SQL injection, but they did it on the username and password form. So it's going down the right path, but I think so let me just try this. It's broken. Let's open the terminal again. Let's try this again here. All right, so I'm gonna have to redo this. To put my session in there. That's fine, and then let's just change this to talk V, and let's get the session ID. Oh, I think I lost it. I have to log back in. It's right here. Session ID is right here. Let me just log out, log back in. This thing is going slow. Okay, it's freezing up on me here. Just give me a minute. All right, so let's log out and just log back in and get a new, maybe get a new ID or something. This is password 1. All right, so let's look at the cookies here. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this. And what I could do too is kind of take a look at this and see how they're creating this cookie and see if there's, sometimes they use like base64 or some other type of easy encryption to kind of break. And then you can kind of work your way backward and kind of get like what the basically the formula would be. So sometimes this would have like the username and password kind of included in it. In fact, let me just try that once real quick. Let's see if anything comes up. So we're gonna try, let's try to decrypt this and see if anything comes back. That didn't work. Try to see what this is. This says base62 encoding. Base62. Yeah, that didn't give me anything. It could be encoded too. I don't know. Since the walkthrough kind of just did an SQL injection, I think I'm just going to go down the path, but there might be something you can do here with this. But let's go ahead and go back to what we were trying to do here. Yeah, so we got that, and we just needed to get the session ID value. Put this in right here. All right, let's just run this and see. Okay, that didn't do anything. It might be because that's not the username and password I use. So I probably have to put mine in. So let's try that with mine. No, that didn't do it either. Maybe I can try another way of doing this. Sometimes I just go ahead and just go right to have the tool kind of look at the form itself and just have it figure it out. think it's just -- forms. Do you want to proceed? I want it to continue. All right, let's see if this does it for me. And I probably could have. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it's finding some stuff. It looks like the backend database is MySQL. Do you want to skip? Yes, I want to skip the other ones. Yes, default. I guess just follow it. Yep. I'm just gonna do the defaults. Usually, when in doubt, do the defaults. Okay. Yep. So now it's looking and it's finding that there's a register form. I don't want to do this form. I mean, we could. Let's just do it, I guess. All right, so I think I screwed up something in this. Pretty sure I did. But why don't I let me try this with my username and password. Same thing, but the data, we'll put the data. Okay. Let's just copy this. No, I don't want to test that form. Yes. Oh, okay, so let me just do this. Okay, so something's not working here. Oh, what the heck? When in doubt, go back to the walkthrough. So I ran the same thing, maybe because they did an IP address and didn't use. Let me try it with the IP address once. I mean, it says admin and password 123. Is that like the default? No. So that was what they listed registered. Go back and do this again. So I don't know if this is the same one or not, but and then let's do my password. Oh, that's why. Okay, password. I must have did this wrong. Password 1. I think I just mistyped this. Cyberchecks, and then. Yeah, let's just run it. Nope, that didn't work either. It's an attempt failed. That's exactly what I'd put in there. This was dot 29, right? Attempt failed. Is it username and password? Yeah, username and password. Okay, cookies, PHP sesh ID. Okay, that looks good. Password equals password 1, yep. Cookie. PHP sesh ID. PHP sesh ID. That all looks good. Well, let's do this. Still don't like that. No, I'm just kind of messing around and see what am I missing here. So that's just string data through the post. So it's not, that's why, I mean, the ID would be 6, I believe that's what it was, right? Oh, that's for profile. But login. Oh, it's index. That's what, okay, so let me try index once and see if that's the issue. Okay, so it looked like it got connected, but no parameter found to test it yet. Okay, so there's no ID. So I think you gotta put in. So there's home. Let me just try this one once, because it needs a parameter. Didn't work either. Okay. Well, I put in the same thing as the walkthrough showed. Maybe if I go to a different walkthrough. So it is a login. There is an SQL injection. So, yeah. So if you just put this in a text file and run it in SQL map, it should work. Looks like they ran it against the message. That was where the injection was. So right down here. So let's just copy this. Create a file. I'm gonna just call it r.txt like they did. We just got to change some things. We'll have to change our session ID. I'm just gonna say talk.gv. Oops. Yeah, that all looks fine. Host can do the same thing. All right, so let's just put this session ID back in here. All right, so let's run this request in an SQL map. So yeah, so let me go ahead and look at this real quick. So I just did tables right away. Kind of get tables, and then you just get the tables and you can get the columns. So let's just run this right away and just get everything. Might take a minute to run, depends on what it's doing. So yeah, looks like MySQL, yep.